What's going on, guys? Another video, and we're back again with another tier list. So, we're just gonna do a simple tier list about early game towers in TDS, and this is the towers we got for early game. I had to add some because this is a old tier list. This was an old tier list here, so I had to add a few more. So yeah, these are not included because who would use farm in the early game other than hardcore? Because, it's not really that good. And shotgunner, why shotgunner? Because he's a mid-game tower now. So he costs a little bit more. So he costs like 1,200 plus to place down. So we're not gonna count him anymore. Since we are counting the ones we can place in the wave 1 or wave 2. Now because we have Pyromancer here. But enough yapping and let's get straight into it. I'm gonna do these in order, like from here all the way over there. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make sure if I'm recording. Okay, so I am recording. So first off, we are going to start off with Assassin. Now, Assassin is a really great tower, and it's a really good tower. Although it is okay, no. It is very cheap to upgrade, and it does perform really well in the early game up to mid game. But around late game kind of falls off and is kind of weak. But in the early to mid game it can absolutely shred. But it's not up all the way there. It's not like it's not an S tier, also not really an A tier. Not no, okay, it could be an A tier. But for me, I think I will put it around A tier because it's just really good. It's surprisingly good, and after all the buffs he got, he's pretty strong now. Now we got Brawler. Same deal as Assassin, but more better since it can now like push back enemies and stuff, have more DPS, and instead of like selling it and placing it back in the back, we can use the relocate ability, which will push anything back as long as it has like not a buff with that's something that doesn't like push them back. But anyway, this guy is really good for a long time now. He is a lot weaker now than before, so yeah. And also, it's a melee tower, so if you don't use him correctly, you are going to leak. So yeah, but I don't think he's. Nah, okay. Let's just put him on above Assassin here because I don't think he's all the way up there. But although he does a lot of DPS on max level when all of them are placed down, and he can also, you know what? Let's put him at S. He's just that good. Next up is Ace Pilot. So now, Ace Pilot, surprisingly good, but although not that consistent. See, you have, since it goes in a circle, right? It has to like go around a circle first before shooting an enemy. But if it does, it does a lot of DPS actually at max level. Oh, it can do like 100 DPS, I believe. But yeah, but I don't think it's consistent enough. That's the thing. But it does perform really well, especially and also it also performs pretty okay in the late game. Although it's kind of annoying since you're trying to upgrade the towers and then you just click on the plane. So yeah, I'm gonna put it around B tier. I think B tier suits. Now we got Demo Man. Demo Man, he's decent, I guess. I mean, he has crowd control, but if you upgrade him to max, he can perform really well in the mid game. But in the late game, not so much. And he's kinda slow in early game. And you could possibly leak a lot if you don't place him in the right place. So yeah, he's going in C tier. Now we got military base. So now before this guy could literally it was really good for hardcore before the hardcore rework. And before he got nerfed. But now he's okay, I guess. I mean, no one really uses military base as their early game in like the main game modes. Like who would do that? Nah, I'm kidding. But before it was really good for hardcore, but now it's around B tier. I'm sorry, but it's my opinion. Next up is regular Pyromancer. Now regular Pyromancer now is really good. Don't have too much to explain here. Got great crowd control, some defense melting and shit, and yeah, yada yada yada. I think y'all already know what he does, and he's really good for early game. But the downside is you do have to place him on wave 2 since he costs like 900 to place. So yeah, he's going around on top of B tier. He's strong, but not that strong. He's somewhere in the middle. He's okay. Or let's put him on A tier, but bottom A tier, A minus. Okay, next up is Scout. In the easier game modes, he can work, but in later game modes, not so much. I'm gonna put him at D tier. I'm sorry, but on top of D tier. Now we got Sniper. Now look, it works. It actually performs pretty good. If you place a lot, it can perform pretty good. So I'm gonna put him above Demo Man since he has more range. He has more range than Demo Man. He does more damage than Demo Man, and he's almost like a mini ranger at max level. Almost. Okay. Now, our boy, Golden Pyromancer. I don't need to explain on how good this guy is in early game. Although the downside is also the same as regular Pyromancer, you have to wait on wave, but it's okay to leak. But this guy is extremely good in early game. So I'm gonna put him in S tier. He is good, better than Brawler, to be honest. Hey, it's my opinion, so okay. Now next up is Militant. Now Militant, he's decent. I don't think he's that good since in his level 0 form he does 1 damage and kind of slow fire rate. A lot of range though, but he is not that good, but he does pretty well, I guess. And you can use him to spam in the late game, so yeah, it's kind of versatile. Next up, the jack of all trades, Engineer. So, Engineer does perform pretty well in the early game, but not too well that she is in S tier because she is kind of slow and you could leak if you're not careful. So yeah. Next up is Golden Scout, the king of early game. Does pretty well now, and once level 3 it does a lot of damage. He's still the GOAT of early game towers. I don't need to explain much, he's just that good. And if you got Golden Scout in your first golden crate, then yeah, it's kind of a shame. But you did get an extra early game now. Okay, now next up is regular soldier. Not that great. I don't need to explain much. He's just not that great. Burst damage and shit, yeah. But nah. Next up is our golden version of soldier. Now he's below A tier. He is good. Don't get me wrong. He is pretty good in early game, but can also be used as a squeeze in DPS in the late game by spamming it a lot, unless you have golden minigunner or minigunner in your thing, then just don't use him. But yeah, he could be pretty versatile and deals a lot of DPS himself at max level, and also has automatic function now, so yeah, automatic firing. Now here is our next guy, Paint Baller. Yeah, not so great. but also not too shit. I'm gonna put him above Demo Man here. No need some explanation here. Since, yeah, he did get a buff where he's like so cheap now, but he's still not great. Next up is Freezer. Now, Freezer, no, he is not that good in early game. Sure, he can stun, but he's just not that good. He can freeze and stuff, but he's just just no. Just don't use him for early game. Just use him as a mid game support, okay? Or an early game support if you have another like early gamer. But I suggest not doing that. But now we got our boy Trapper, and he's actually surprisingly pretty good in early game. But I'm gonna put him in B tier. Since the traps, you'll have to wait a bit and put them like a bit back, since he can't just be in the front line and expect to like clear enemies, since he can't place traps that fast. So I'm gonna say he's better than these two. He's better than these two. I'm gonna move these. Okay. Next up, regular Cowboy. Now he's pretty good, don't get me wrong. He's pretty good. He's in a top B tier. On up there in B tier. He's really good. He's pretty good now, but they did revert it back to 12 placement, which reduced his thingy. I really like the 6th placement he had before, but now now golden Cowboy. Here. I'ma put him above all of these guys. No, actually, let's put him above under Engineer, since hey, money is free money. Alright? Money is free money. Money is money, gang. We love money. He's not as good as before. Same reasons with regular Cowboy. Yeah, same reasons with regular Cowboy. Got reverted back to 12th placement, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Next up is our new boys. Our new boys here. These guys sort of recently got added, most likely Operator. So yeah. So Operator. Yeah, no debate. Has map-wide range. You know how good that is for like leaks? But he's like on the bottom of S tier, since he's not that strong, doesn't deal that much DPS in the late game. So yeah. Next up is Electroshocker. I'm gonna put him over here. Since Electroshocker is actually a pretty good early gamer now. I mean, they reverted him to an early game now, since due to adding Tesla, they had to change Electroshocker somehow, because it would be really broken if this Tesla and old Electroshocker like mixed together. But yeah, he's actually a surprisingly good early game. He's pretty good, and the placement of 10 is actually crazy. And it stuns and does lead damage. Although no flying detection anymore, but he does got hidden detection, which is pretty good. So yeah. Next is Slime Trooper. He is at the very bottom of B tier. Since same reason with Demo Man, he is a slow firer. So yeah, he has a slow fire rate, doesn't do that well and stuff. So yeah. Not really something you can rely on constantly, especially in later game modes. Next is Saboteur. I'm gonna put him above all these fellas, because holy, he can be good. He can be used to early game and late game as well. He's actually really good. Probably a better version of Toxic Gunner. It's like a mix of Toxic Gunner and Shotgunner. And is like better than them both. As an early game tower, that is. Next up, last but not least, Mortar. So Mortar, yeah, I might have put him in C tier. Not really great, but not really... You know what? at least he's better than Slime Trooper. I'm just saying. Since he's also a slow fire rate guy, but we all know what happens with slow fire rates. But he does perform well though. You do get some early crowd control in. But now here's the tier list. My opinions. And if you disagree with any of them, please like comment down if I missed any further information, or just give me some facts about these towers that I missed, and maybe I'll change my mind about ranking them. But this is my tier list, my opinions. So yeah, these are not included because they're not really used that much as early game, especially in the main game modes. So yeah, this is my tier list, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. So hope you all have a great day or night, and we will see you all in the next video. Bye!
Then it goes a little something like